Day 5 of Browns training camp, Mary Kay, and the Browns head for a day off. We'll get there. But first of all, today we got to hear from the quarterback. So tell me a little bit about what Tyrod Taylor and Baker Mayfield had to say.
Well, I think the thing that stands out about Tyrod Taylor is he's doing a great job of just staying in his lane, handling his own business, and not worrying about the fact that there is a #1 overall pick breathing down his neck. And that can be a tough thing. I asked him today, have you talked to anybody else who's been through this before, like a Brian Hoyer or anyone else? And he said, no, I'm just basically doing my own thing. I think he's strong. I think he's got a very good presence of mind, and that he's not getting rattled by this.
Now, Baker Mayfield, by the way, has looked good so far. This is really 2 days in a row where I've come away thinking that Baker looked very good, working mostly with the second team still, hit Rashard Higgins on a deep ball. You know, again, we're seeing that accuracy, that arm strength, that mobility, pocket presence, all the things that made the Browns love him at #1.
Yeah, and you know what, though? I will tell you this. Hugh Jackson is standing firm in the fact that Tyrod Taylor is his starter and Baker Mayfield is the #2. He expected Baker Mayfield to look good in camp. That is exactly why they drafted him, because of all those things that you just mentioned. The quick release, the strong arm, the uncanny accuracy that we're seeing out here almost every single throw, really. So he expected to see those things, but it doesn't change the plan. The plan is for Tyrod Taylor to start the season, and that's why through this whole first 5 days of camp, he's been the only one working with the first team offense.
And one of the things you love to see in camp is an expected strength, looking like an expected strength. Today was a good day for the running backs, especially Nick Chubb. Duke Johnson was out there making plays, and of course he got some of those Duke chants that we hear all the time. The running backs very good today and have been very good all camp, according to Hugh Jackson.
Yeah, they really have been very good, and I just don't think anybody's going to have to worry about the Browns not running the football this year. I really don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to fall behind as much as they did last year, to the point where they're down 31-7. So they should be able to stick with the running game a little bit more, but they also have the horses to run the running game more than they did in the past. I think they really like what all these guys bring to the table, how fast they're hitting the holes, how explosive they are, how versatile they are, and how they can use them in so many different ways.
And the Browns, like we said, they get to an off day on Tuesday. No curfew for the players. Hugh Jackson going to put his trust in his players as they head to the off day. And I would expect, Mary Kay, coming out of the off day, if there's going to be some changes on the depth chart, we might see it when we get back here on Wednesday.
Yeah, that could be. We might see something like that, but there have been some guys in and out of the lineup. But I think the important thing was that he sent them forth with a message today. He gathered them around after practice and he said, be smart. I'm trusting you. And he said he'll keep his cell phone close, but he expects them to do the right thing.
Well, you can catch all our coverage of today in Berea at cleveland.com/Browns. Do it before 10 p.m. because that's my curfew personally. I've got to give myself a curfew. I will be asleep by 10:30 tonight.
Not me.